But
And we're live. Yes, we got the two good Slavic boys, the two Eastern Europeans of Blue Chip Scouting, Mike Hernishin, Russell Jakubowski, or if we're being totally 100% authentic, Russell Jakubowski from Blue Chip Scouting to talk about my beloved Philadelphia Eagles. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm not excited as an Eagles fan for this draft. There's a lot to not be excited about. Mainly Howie Roseman being general manager. Can we do better than Howie in terms of evaluating prospects? I would say so. I'd put my board up against Howie's board pretty much any day. There's a lot going on involving Philadelphia. Not a lot in terms of can they play football good. More about whether or not they can beat Nick Sirianni in a game of rock, paper, scissors. The Eagles are a walking punchline, and I am a very sad panda. Should we just get into this?
yes, we should for the seventh round, each pick a player, and we'll do rock paper scissors.
Yes.
The winner. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so glad you and I were both thinking of that because that was exactly what I was thinking as well. By the way, for this stream, I am so glad I have a proper office chair set up in the office now rather than sitting on a dining room table chair. It's a lot more comfortable. It's leather too, very comfortable, and I don't look as ridiculous in terms of on the camera. At least I don't think so. Even though I am rather goofy. Let's get into this. Eagles picking at 12. No, we shouldn't pick a quarterback. Let's see what happens.
Mac Jones.
Stop, or I'm going to kick you out of the stream. Oh boy. What do we got?
Fields is sliding. Oh, never mind.
All right, what's on the board first? And actually, you know what? No, let's see. Can we? Ooh, yes. Oh, wait, no.
A second, I'm not moving for a second and a fourth.
Oh, hell no. Get out of here.
No.
You know what? I want to see if I can do this. Hang on. We're going to counter offer that one. You want to trade up. I don't care about your... jeez. I don't need your second. You know what, Bill? Goodbye.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, a second and a fourth.
No, if you're trading up for a quarterback, I know what I want. Unfortunately,
I feel like we want the same thing.
Did we miss out on every wide receiver?
Yes,
Christ, they went 5, 6, 7. Okay. So no, I don't want Mac Jones.
I want J.C. Horn.
I want J.C. Horn as well.
Dominant.
Avonte Maddox cannot be a starting corner in the NFL in the year of our Lord 2021.
J.C. Horn is just so physical for a corner. It's like old school.
And we can come back around in round 2 and get a wide receiver.
Oh yeah,
which is still a need despite being picked in the top 2 rounds in 2 straight drafts. All right. Depending on what's available, that might be an option. Second and a fourth. That's not bad.
For like 11 spots, it's not bad.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got. I see one that's whoa. Oh, okay, LA. You turned that 2022 pick into a third, and I'm a lot more excited. That's also, because if I'm going to move back 20 spots, I just want to see what's on the board. What's there at wide receiver?
Yeah. Kadarius Toney is there.
Not what they need, though.
Terrace Marshall's there.
That's what they need.
Yes.
Offensive tackle is a sneaky need as well because there are reports that the Eagles have not been happy with Dillard since they drafted him.
Wasn't Jordan Mailata not bad last year, fairly average?
Yeah, no. They prefer Jordan Mailata over Andre Dillard in the building.
Bro, you traded up. Didn't they trade up for Dillard?
They did. They traded up to 21. I can't remember where we were. I think we were supposed to pick 25.
Yeah, you guys were jumping Houston.
Who then got Titus Howard.
Yeah.
That didn't work. Neither of those picks worked.
Neither of them were
realistically, though, what else does Philly have? 2 third-round picks.
We have a lot of picks.
Which is good because we have a lot of needs. I mean, I could come back around in round 3 and get Spencer Brown and be happy with that. Get Spencer Brown and Jordan Mailata starting it. And not to mention, you still have Lane Johnson. We don't know how much of Lane Johnson we have left. He's a little bit beaten down and Might be a good trade chip for a team that's in desperate need of a rebuild, but you can come back around and get more depth pieces on on the offensive line, especially on the interior. The interior for the Eagles is ugly. I'm thinking Terrace Marshall here.
I'm thinking Terrace Marshall too.
I'm glad we're going 2 for 2.
Right now, yeah.
All right, so Terrace Marshall pick at 37. Again, attacking needs. Listen, linebackers another need. Even though they drafted 2 of them last year, they just happened to draft 2 bad linebackers.
I thought like the whole Howie Roseman deal was like he doesn't draft linebackers. Like
he doesn't value linebackers. By the way, go away Pittsburgh. He doesn't value linebackers, which is why Nate Geary was like a default starter.
Mm-hmm.
Not interested in trading up. This team needs more picks. Trying to see. Edge is not really a huge need. I mean, this team needs so much.
Mm-hmm. What's there?
I don't know why TDN is saying tight ends a need. Yes, Zach Ertz is probably getting traded, but Dallas Goedert does still exist. So moving on from him would be getting like another tight end would not really make a lot of sense.
They're really pushing like the whole because like Ertz and Goddard did really well together. Mm-hmm. They're like really pushing the 12 package narrative.
Yeah. Now we come back again in I want to say like 15 picks. Yeah, 14 picks.
Is there a player here that we think we want and won't be here in 14 picks?
Well, safety's a need.
That is true.
And Richie Grant is there.
Oh, I love Richie Grant.
I mean, they tried to make Jalen Mills work for so many years, and he didn't, and now he's gone.
Yeah.
Thank God. He's so bad.
I felt
it's okay. Now he's New England's problem.
Oh, yeah. Bro, Richie Grant was like, when we went to the Senior Bowl, he went nuts. He went crazy.
I didn't like him coming into the year, but he had a really good 2020.
Yes.
One of the few people that had a good 2020, just in general. So, yeah, I don't think he's going to make it to 87, but I do think that Spencer Brown could make it to 87.
I think so, too.
Sorry, to 80, not 87, 84. I think so, too.
Yeah.
So I'm taking Richie Grant here.
Okay.
By the way, Milton Williams in the top 70 is just disgusting.
It's gross.
Just gross.
There was like a tweet I saw earlier, and it was like predictions for this draft class, and it was Milton Williams will be a future Hall of Famer. I was like, "Oh my!"
That's
God.
rich.
I thought I should share. I was like, "I gotta share this."
That's very rich. Okay, so Jackson Carman is here, and he could also play guard, which would be interesting.
I'm just not a Jackson Carman guy.
I'm not either.
Like his tape isn't like bad, but it's not the best, and like he got benched for penalties a couple times. Like Dabo in 19 or 20. 19. Dabo pulled him multiple times.
Ooh. Okay. So I just thought of something. I'm looking at the needs from TDN as well. Okay. And it has interior offensive line listed as a bigger need than offensive tackle, which is true. You have Mailata, you'll have a healthy, Lane Johnson, and maybe Andre Dillard finally gets his stuff, gets his shit together. And maybe you don't need to draft offensive tackle. However, when you have to start, I think it was Nate Herbig at guard this year, and I'm not sure what a Nate Herbig is. He shouldn't be starting. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking that if there's a position we double up on, it's actually going to be interior offensive line because Kelsey's not getting any younger, and then the guard play. Brandon Brooks coming off of an Achilles. You never know how well they're going to recover. And God, we saw what happened when this team had no guard depth. It was bad. I'm thinking you could go Kendrick Green in the next round. What do we have next? We have 123. Kendrick Green.
It's going to be close.
It's going to be close. And he can play guard or center, and there's your future. But I mean, if I want an ass kicker here, I'm thinking Trey Smith or Ben Cleveland.
I don't have a problem with that.
I'm
more of a Josh Myers guy, but he's more of a pure center.
He is a pure center.
Yeah, and that scares me.
But you could also get Kendrick Green a little bit later, too.
It's true.
Because that's what I'm thinking in terms of backup center who has center guard flexibility. I need a starting guard. I mean, I'm just going to pull up the Eagles starting offensive line right now. It's probably going to make me very sad on the inside. This whole roster is just assembled poorly.
It's tough because like your two best players are like 34 plus.
So Lane Johnson is again coming off an injury. He's 30, turning 30. He's turning 31.
Really? I would have guessed like 34.
No, he was 2013.
Oh,
Brandon Brooks is a year older, so he's 31. He's turning 32 this year, coming off of an Achilles.
I would have guessed he was younger.
Jason Kelsey's 33. And Isaac Siamalu cannot stay healthy.
Mm-hmm.
And then in terms of your depth, you've got at guard Nate Herbig and whatever, and I'm probably saying this wrong, Iosuo Opita. And then your backup center is Ross Pierschbacher. Oh boy.
It's bad.
Yeah,
That's
so I'm going to go interior offensive line. I'm going to get someone that I think could, if Brooks still needs time coming back from his injury, or if Siamalu gets hurt again, or just outplays one of them. I'm going to go with Trey Smith in this.
I was thinking Trey Smith because, like, even if Lane Johnson gets hurt, Trey Smith has played, like, he can play literally all 5 spots. That's not a problem.
And you know what? Again, Dillard, Mailata, you can have those guys start as well. So a lot of you need position flexibility because when half of your offensive line goes down, you need guys that can play everything.
Mm-hmm.
The Eagles had a lot of guys that could play nothing. So we're back at 125 or 123 or something. Ooh, okay, Jacksonville. I don't have to hope that Kendrick Green makes it to 123. I can trade up to 106 and get that.
That's true. You want to go for him?
I mean, they're asking for a 6. If I can move that to a 7,
I think it'll work.
Can I get you to take 240? Done. Suckers. Okay. All right, Kendrick Green's the pick. Double up on interior offensive line, the weakest spot. And the next pick was Ben Cleveland. So I wasn't sure. I honestly don't know if he would have made it. Deontay Brown just went 118. He wasn't going to make it.
The Texans took Kellen Mond with their first pick.
Well, I mean, they don't pick till round 4, so.
I know.
Okay. As tempting as this is there anyone worth trading up here at 120? Up here for? That's what I want to know. I can get out of interior offensive line. We've picked 2 of them.
Yeah, we're good.
Are there any good? Okay, go position by position. Oh my god.
No.
These are all speed guys,
I know.
Except for Seth Williams, and we already got our big possession receiver too. We pick at 150. Josh Palmer would be in play there for me.
I do love me some Josh Palmer.
It's a good thing we went. It's a good thing we went with the position flexibility guys. Defensive line. Diggy Zua is intriguing. What do we have at edge rusher? I mean, Derek Barnett still hasn't really put it all together. Brandon Graham is, if I remember correctly, Brandon Graham's 33. He is 33 years old. Yep.
He was on the chopping block. There was like talks that he could have potentially been cut.
And their backup is Josh Sweat. So
I do love Deo Odingbo.
I do too, but again, he's coming off of an injury. It's an Achilles too.
That's true. You trying to stay away from injuries for the Eagles? You got the whole you already had the bug.
Yeah. I want guys that can stay on the field. Chauncey Golston, he could still be there at 150. No need to trade up for him. Patrick Jones, I think, could even still be there at 150, and I like him. And I have Patrick Jones as a late round 3, early round 4 guy. So linebackers, they're all gone.
I do like Tony Fields though.
I like Tony Fields too. If we can get Tony Fields on the Eagles, I'm happy.
Mm-hmm.
Corners, we already got one. We probably need another one as well. Do we is like Mukwamu and Sean Wade, those guys aren't really floating my boat in terms of wanting to trade up for them.
No.
Jeez. Anything at safety? We already got our safety. No, we did. We got Richie Grant. Okay, I'm just gonna let this go. We can wait.
Yeah,
because I think that that edge. I think I like Chauncey Golston as like a rotational guy at first. I can develop into a starter. And again, this team's gonna be bad next year too. So maybe we can get a better edge rusher next year. Jeez, there's a lot of needs on this Eagles team. This is like a 3-4 year rebuild.
I don't know if any rebuild is really a 3-4 year rebuild.
Cam Sample was one that I would have liked to see fall, but he didn't make it. Patrick Jones. Oh, I hate you.
Oh, an auto picked.
Stupid auto picks.
I mean, we're gonna have offensive line depth for days. We have
and flexibility because I have Haydency as a guard.
I have him as a center. So
why did it do that to us? God damn it! So shit. I just want to see what our next pick is. I'm not actually thinking of trading up. 189. I'm going edge with this next pick. Oh, Patrick Johnson. Yeah. Patrick Johnson. Screw it. I'm not letting him potentially not make it to us. There's a 6 and a 7. Have a nice day.
That's easy.
There's a great rotational edge to start that has starter upside, and you just got him in round 5. Connor Rogers has him as a top 100 player.
Really?
Yes, he does.
John Bates is my
By the way, I got an email today from involving Zach Davidson, who I just saw got taken off the board.
Didn't he start in like his own like NFT?
Yeah, that's what I got the email about.
Yeah.
And now Pittsburgh wants us to trade up our 2 remaining picks. Ooh, but we could get a... No, we have 224 and 225, bro. No. I want 2 straight picks. I just don't want them to have to auto pick.
I do love Wyatt Hubert. I don't know if I don't think we need another edge.
I liked Wyatt Hubert a lot better coming into the season. I actually liked the film last year better.
Yeah.
Oh, Josh Imator, baby.
Whatever, bro. I like him.
Oh, again, don't need a tight end. Linebacker would have been nice. Hold up, did he make it? Oh crap! See again. I would have loved to take Tony Fields, but they didn't let him. Nick Neiman, that's that freakish linebacker we were talking about last night. I think.
He's just like he doesn't really show up on tape at all, but he has like.
Then I don't want him. Then I don't.
RAS.
And we could probably get him as a UDFA.
It's like Grant Stewart. Like when I watched Peyton Turner, just Grant Stewart, like was just like, oh, I wouldn't.
He's also there.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, look at this guy.
All right, so these are our last 2 picks.
Look at the Charleston kid, Michael Saracen. How do you say his last name? I'm so bad with last name.
I think it's Strachan.
Strachan.
I have no idea.
Nuts.
I didn't get to him, and I still watched 45 wide receivers. It was nuts this year. Sage Surratt is projected as 220 overall now. That's disrespectful having Whop Phillier behind Racing McMath, who is, I believe, like one of my 3 or 4 lowest graded players, period.
Racing McGrath, for me, just got pure special teams. He's just like a special teams player.
I have him as I gave him a camp body grade.
Yeah.
He will be invited to a camp. He will not survive said camp. I'm thinking Imator Bebe, because again, I want to do that. Jalen Hurts, if he overthrows it, it doesn't matter because Imator Bebe can, still jump 46 inches.
Yeah.
And then, what are the Eagles running backs behind Sanders? Boston Scott, Jason Huntley, Jordan Howard's back with the team. Elijah Holyfield is on the roster. Okay.
Bro. The GOAT, Elijah Holyfield, ran like a 4.8 for a running back. I remember I'm like Georgia running back stigma. Like maybe I watched him and then they got the testing numbers. I'm like, why is anyone in on him?
Oh my God! I just looked at what the Eagles' safety depth is. I don't know what a Marcus Epps is, but he's our starting free safety.
Bro, ask Fournette. I'm pretty sure he was with the Vikings.
He was, and then Rodney McLeod's just always hurt. So I like that Richie Grant pick even more now. All right, Immature Bebe, and then we come back around, and man, I got to take one of these running backs because our depth is just not there. Boston Scott.
You're not a Boston Scott guy?
I'm not a Boston Scott guy. I'm not a Jason Huntley guy, and I am most certainly not a Jordan Howard guy after the last 3 or 4 years he's had. He was the same year as Zeke. Let's just let that sink in. Yeah. He was like second in the league in rushing as a rookie, and then fell off entirely. Won a Super Bowl with Philly, if I remember correctly, though.
Yeah, but then he was he? It was like Jay Ajayi, Corey Clement.
I swear he was on that team too. I could be wrong. So yeah, I'm gonna go Immature Bebe. Okay, and then we're back on the clock again. I love me some Jermar Jefferson. I hear a lot about this Kenny, and good God, I don't know how to say that.
In Wangwu.
In Wangwu? I hear he's just a freak of nature in terms of his RAS score.
Yes.
You know what? It's a 7th rounder. I mean, this team drafted a rugby player to play right tackle, so I'm gonna go with it. It's a fresh face. I think this might be the first one I've been in charge of where there's been no trades.
Wait, did we trade up?
Did we? Oh no, we did trade up.
Yeah, we did trade up.
I want to see how these panned out. Nick Neiman does get drafted.
Royce Newman, my guy.
Malcolm Kuntz goes as like the last 4 picks of the draft instead of like 44th overall like we saw him. So just to summarize the draft, J.C. Horn at 12, Terrace Marshall Jr. at 37. That's I could see him going in round 1. Richie Grant at 70 is a steal. Trey Smith at 84.
If he's healthy, that's a fleece. He stays healthy.
Kendrick Green at 106 looks fantastic. Even Robert Hainsey, you know what? It's more depth on the offensive line. This team's offensive line was held together by duct tape and super glue last year. I would have loved to take like Patrick Fields with. Did I say Patrick Fields? Tony Fields. Sorry.
Yeah.
Tony Fields with that pick. Patrick Johnson at 177. Immature Bebe at 224. And then a dart throw on just a freak athlete in Kenny Nwangwu at 225. Let's see how those trades panned out. So we got Kendrick Green. The Jags got Rakeem Boyd and Jalen Twyman.
That's a dub.
That's a dub. And then Patrick Johnson resulted in Adrian Ely and Jared Dokes.
That's a dub. That's
a dub. That's a dub. Did we do better than Howie Roseman? I think so. I would hold this one up to last year's class because it really cannot be worse than last year's draft class. I did not like it. What's up, Bam Troll? You actually just came in right at the end of the stream, but this will be available on replay in like literally 5-10 minutes. Just a real quick one because it's late. Both Russ and I had long days before this. I just came off of an 1.5-hour guest podcast spot, so my voice was kind of fading in and out. Thank God I had a nice little 20-minute break in between. But we will be back tomorrow with the Cincinnati Bengals. And I believe we're fitting the Falcons in tomorrow as well. I could be wrong. I know the Bengals are for sure tomorrow. But until then, for Russ, for myself, for the guys at Blue Chip Scouting, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Help us stay relevant in the YouTube algorithm. Buy the merch. Follow us on Twitter. Until tomorrow, y'all have a good night.
I love you guys.